already.
To,
Yard signs.
okay, yeah, I saw that. I put the triangle. Okay.
Did anyone see that post about that bond that was run over at the triangle and the next door?
No.
Person saw, she's live.
Okay, we're live.
Good afternoon. The chair of the meeting was not able to make it at the last minute. We do not have a quorum, so we are not going to hold a public meeting. We are, however, going to meet and discuss the plans for Arbor Day. Thank you, and we're going to record that so you can watch the other meeting. No action will be taken. Thank you. Okay, Chris, tell us about the signs.
So the signs came in for the Arbor Day National Night Out combined. We have a banner, a 3x5 banner, which should be going out either after this meeting or tomorrow. I'll be putting that in the triangle, and then we have some yard signs, and I put 2 of those at the triangle. We'll have one at the entrance and main entrance, and one at the Brook Meadow entrance. We do have extras because the price of 5 costs the same as 10, so they just gave us 10.
One, where you're coming in Wood Creek Drive from Eagle Rock, in that direction.
Definitely want to put one there.
And then
We don't really need one up here.
Yeah.
Unless we want to put it on this side of the road. Put the yard sign on this side of the road and the banner on that side.
And let's put one up at,
We'll put one in our yard.
and put one at the road.
Yep, we can put one there because it's public property.
Yeah, like,
Eagle.
right when you're coming in, you know,
Yeah.
right there, where you can see
We
it.
can, yeah, give us a couple and we'll put them in Baroka and on the street.
In my car. So that's the reporting of the banner and the yard signs.
See, Deborah is gonna be on a radio on Monday. She can talk about it then. We do,
And the radio is planning on showing up.
Radio station. Yeah.
will they be talking about it at all during the,
I think
promoting?
you're gonna put a little promo.
Okay,
That's a good idea. That's a good, radio promo.
yeah, we want that, we just gotta tell people until we get, okay, Iris, submitted a article to the Liberty Review. So with any luck, that will be in next week's paper. And, you know, she really focused on the advantages to be in Tree City. And that was the main, and then she led into the Arbor Day and then she National Night Out. That was the way that because I think they might be interested in that.
Yeah.
So hopefully that will be in the paper next week. And I've been trying to tell people about it. And then will Deborah and you be doing email blasts too?
Yeah, we do need to get an email blast out. And then carry that over into social media.
Yeah, anytime there's a city email blast that goes out, I turn around and put it on the social media.
But you only have access to Nextdoor and United.
Yeah, I mean, I have pretty much all of Facebook, but there is another hidden Wood Creek group that I'm not a member of.
That's Wood Creek, Texas?
Yeah, I don't have access to that.
Okay. I've got access to that.
So maybe just,
So I can post it on there.
Should I make the email blast with the information on the newsletter?
We need to simplify it from that. Now, if that is, I mean, if we put that up, on, news, I mean, if we take a copy of it and put it up on the latest news, absolutely. I mean, we can link to, hey, for more information.
Okay.
But that's a little bit long. We can take chunks of it.
Well, yeah, that's like that.
So that's the newsletter that I put together to go in the pack. So that's going out in the mail, and it will be in people's mailbox next week. So it'll just be like next few days. You're on there, though.
Oh, yes.
Spectacular.
Right here.
It's the only. There weren't I didn't have that many decent pictures, but there's a picture of you and Charlie in the in the little pumpkin
Oh, okay.
thing, so I don't identify you with it. But anyway, it was one of the few good pictures that.
Well, you just,
It's cute. See what?
you just did identify her.
Called her out, Jeff.
Okay, now we have to call it Secret Service.
I actually have a question, because part of the reason I was specifically trying to disrupt this meeting is we were gonna have a number for the amount of tables.
I know it,
Yes.
and without Cynthia here, I thought that she was gonna be bringing that.
Yeah.
Do you have her email and her phone number? I do, if you don't.
So Dorothy and I were on a Zoom call with Danny just before y'all came in.
Uh-huh.
And I mean, he said he's got a bunch going on, but he said if he needs to come back and talk, he will, but I'd like sort of not have to do that if we don't have to. But, you know, a couple of things that he asked for. First, we need to find security somehow. Do you know what contact that the constable's office is in?
Didn't that,
Do I have a contact?
didn't we get that to?
The sheriff's office says they don't want anybody just there.
Yeah, we've been talking to them for months, saying, hey, we're gonna need someone, and then we really, maybe last week said, okay, we need to firm this up, and then email this morning saying, can't find anybody. So I sent another email back saying, well, the sheriff probably is gonna be here, someone from the office will be here, so can you not get someone and just come for a few hours and, you know, please try again.
You haven't had a response on that?
I haven't yet.
Okay. So that's still out there.
Yeah,
And the constable probably not in any better shape than the sheriff's office. My guess is that the reason there aren't any sheriff's deputies is because they're all going out to the national night out thing. So there's gonna be stuff going on all over. Now, we are gonna have television coverage. We've got a reporter coming supposedly from KEYE in Austin.
Wow.
The CBS affiliate in Austin, at the invitation of the sheriff's office, who said that, you know, we'll have representatives there. It's like, this is like the biggest, best, show in town. And so they wanna highlight it. And so they're coming with the press, but they can't provide it.
Or maybe they're just
Oh.
thinking of the fact that they're going to be there.
that's not good, yeah. Dan's always said it, they need someone there to watch.
And you know, the constable, you can't, from what I understand when he talked, he said during school, they're all dressed in black.
Yeah,
They're
this
not
will
really
be at the end of
available
the,
from
yeah, this will be at the end of the school day.
Didn't he just say 9 to 5? They work 9 to 5, Monday through Friday?
Pretty sweet job, yeah.
Yeah.
So does anybody know any private security that?
I don't know, I mean, who do you call it, Pinkerton or somebody, or, probably see somebody out.
Yeah.
You know, Michael Hartcock used to be with the constable's office, I don't know if he's still a commissioned officer or not, I can reach out to him. But I don't know, I mean, it just happened today.
Well, hopefully, the sheriff's office will come back and go, oh, yeah, well, yeah, we're gonna be out there anyway, why not, we'll have cars, you know, that's all we need is, you know, somebody out there. So, I mean, that may work itself out, I hope so. You might have a contact for security.
For sure.
Okay.
Find out what they're really for that.
Okay. Montague said, I think Montague said he was gonna be there. So,
Does it have to be a peace officer, I mean, I guess I would assume we could use private, let's see if Mike is still,
Do you think, I could just send Danny, an email just saying, hey, 12 tables?
yeah, I told him that, when
Are we gonna, I mean,
Dorothy and I were talking to him, we said, we're not really sure when for some confirmation, but it's probably gonna be, you know, 8 around the perimeter or so, but I mean, if it's 8 or 12, I told him that I would try to get there probably around noon or so.
Okay.
And so, you know, if we can get people, you know, between the 1 o'clock and the 3 o'clock time frame, you know, if we can get us there just to help, wherever help is needed. But, yeah, there's not gonna be that much to do. I mean, the staff just goes and does it. It's like when we ask, well, I've got a PA system I can bring, a good one. That's borrowed from, I've got all our church equipment in storage over at the office. It's like really good PA. He said, no, we got lots of those. Don't be, I said, I just don't want to put it out any more than we have to. So,
But how many, maybe you can email Cynthia and find out how many tables.
I will.
how many confirmations?
How many confirmations she has, because she was gonna do stuff like, King Feed and Wimberley Gardens, and, so I thought, and I don't know how many people you've heard from.
Well, most of the people that I'm hearing from or that I've invited are National Night Out people. And then there's Chris, and there's the water guy who's
So Master Naturalist.
me, Master Naturalists, Master Gardeners. But I sent a message to the guy that I met on the groundwater district panel that does the rainwater harvesting. We know that that the Watershed Association will be. But the Watershed Association said, yeah, we'll definitely be there. So we've got.
We have 3 confirmed ones on
Right.
And we have one kids drawing table.
this drawing table. Another table for that.
For, hopefully I'll have at least 30, cedar elms, to give away.
Now,
Okay.
are we
You're
gonna-
just
are we gonna-
taking this out of your yard?
Wow.
And
It's
I
dedicated.
often take, I probably got up at least 60, but it's not, it's 10.
Well, well, where are we going?
Yeah, we can,
I was gonna say, we've got oaks and elms and
They're all stone trees.
they just,
No.
And the roots, that doesn't work. It has to be an individual tree.
yeah, I think these are from acorns that I'm talking about, but still, I've never tried to transplant them.
are we going to have, a name badges for people when they walk in, the table that, no name badges?
We do need raffle tickets though.
I didn't mean like the
We have
sticker
a,
name.
we have rules in the
Yeah.
raffle ticket.
Remember to bring them in
And, so what we're, yeah,
I'll loan my tables to you. I've got 2.
and then
6-foot
we'll
tables.
bring over the remaining yard signs and put them
Yeah,
up.
they're gonna supply the tickets.
Yeah,
don't
did
need
you
any.
think to
Yeah,
make
we don't need
directional arrows
But yeah,
that we could slide on there?
they're gonna set them up.
Um,
Every day, gonna set them up and take them down. Wonderful. Yes. I've done many of them, where I've had to set them up and
I've done.
take them down myself.
Um,
I think,
Danny did say, and this may be something we put in the article, I don't know, but I didn't say anything about BYOB because I just thought that would be sort of inappropriate in that. We can do that in an email announcement, but he did say bring a water bottle. I mean, we'll have the plastic cups, but, so like bring your water bottle,
Yeah.
because we're not gonna do a bunch of stories.
yeah, just advertise the water, don't say anything about BYOB.
Yeah, and we don't have to put it in the article, but it's just.
I don't think I would say anything about it. If people want to bring a mug of alcohol, they're gonna do it anyway. You know what I'm saying? If you're somebody that does that, you're gonna do it anyway.
True.
And so I don't think we need to say BYOB. I
And
think
then
you
can we
know,
get, maybe, grab some, I know that there's been a helium shortage, I don't know if there still is.
Helium?
Really?
Helium, yeah, like I've been by HEB a couple of times and said, no helium
Isn't there the whole universe stuff then?
in the universe. Yeah, no, I'm serious, it's like,
Are we supposed to be concerned?
Well, if we want.
so, but I mean, it's like, maybe some balloons that, Deerfield and
So-
Jack Miller.
If I may, Jack, Arbor Day, which is very environmentally friendly.
Yeah, and balloons are not.
Okay, how about those ones that, they're fake balloons, I guess. They're on a stick and it looks like a balloon, but it's not. Like something. We could do, y'all, sorry, could do that, but I have no idea where you buy those.
Now you have a form.
Now you do have a form.
So now you're gonna have to enter into a meeting.
Oh, we have to go back and have a meeting?
Yeah, you're still on,
But you just have to
on.
announce the meeting time.
Because there's 3 of us here, we have a
Uh,
quorum. Okay. And,
Oh,
Cynthia can't make it, so we thought we didn't have, do you know that it started at 4 o'clock, did you take 4:30?
I heard 4:30.
Yeah.
I don't know, I probably said 4:30, so just don't pay attention to anything I ever say again.
Yeah, I kind of thought, in my head, I kind of thought it was 4:30, but then Jeff said, I didn't even look at my calendar. I just thought, no worries, we were just discussing it without a quorum, but now that we have a quorum, we're gonna make it an official meeting.
Okay, so go to the agenda, you need to call it to order, and then do
I love doing this.
So sorry.
No worries.
It was wonderful walking in.
All righty, it's 4:24, and the meeting, now that we have a quorum, will officially begin.
Yeah.
And so, we have to call the roll.
All right, roll call. Chairperson Cindy Jones. Absent. Vice Chair Monica Rasko.
We're here.
Board Member Jacob McElroy. Absent. Board Member Iris Ramos.
Here.
Board Member Dorothy Tajan. Alternate Board Member Nan Simpson. Alternate Board Member Terry Bernie Bissett. And Council Liaison Brent Cully.
Okay. So now we have to, approval of the tree board, minutes from, September 12th, 2022. Anybody have any? Okay, does everybody have, need a motion to, approve minutes?
I don't. No. I second.
Okay, then we'll take a vote.
All right. Vice Chair Monica Rasko.
Yes.
Board Member Iris Ramos.
Yes.
Board Member Dorothy Tajan.
Okay, the regular agenda is discuss and take appropriate action, if necessary, for the Arbor Day event to be held on Tuesday, October 4th, 2022, from 3 o'clock to 5 o'clock p.m. at Council today. So what we've been discussing, have you had a chance to talk to Cynthia? Have you talked to her? Yes. Okay, do you know who is exactly coming?
No, I don't. I know one person who's not.
And that is
Ace Harbor.
Okay, Ace Harbor is not coming. Do you know
They
what?
give us bags.
Okay, bags to hand out?
Yes.
Okay,
100 of them.
okay.
We'll give them a take.
Do you know what's gonna be in the bags?
Yeah.
Okay, I was just curious. Well, great, that's good. So I don't know who else Cynthia was involved, I'm gonna ask. But that's okay, but whoever comes, we'll get that figured out.
Yeah, I think I know she'd already talked to King P,
Uh-huh,
and I think she was gonna talk to Woodbury Gardens.
yes, and she
And
was,
if you talk about the Blue Moon or,
yes, something that's, what is it?
No, no.
The moon nursery.
oh, yeah.
She
So,
was also talking to some group that does, BioGreen or something like that.
oh, that's right, she was gonna talk to them, that the people that treated, Terry's trees.
Oh, that's right.
So, well, we'll just have to get in touch with her and see what, okay, and then when you do that, will you get in touch with Chris? Do you have Chris's, because Chris is doing National Night Out, and we'll be out of town. Chris Brummer's right there.
I don't have his number.
He'll give it to you, and he'll give you a sign too, if you'd like to put a sign in your yard. And
We're on. Oh. We're on city property.
Especially if the sign is for, the Arbor Day celebration.
Right, he has one, yeah.
I do. Well, in the yard, in the garage.
So if you could coordinate with him on the sign and after you talk to Cynthia, so that we can be sure that we have enough tables out. Because we have to tell the camp how many tables we want, out. And
As well as leaflets and information, does she have that?
I think she was gonna try.
I have heart plans to tree, and I think we had talked about stapling into
Yeah,
one of the books.
oh, okay.
And
That's a really good idea.
I think
She has the books. So, I mean, we can just bring a stapler and do that day. Everybody, I mean, because if we all get there at what, 1 o'clock, we'll have plenty of time. So we'll just staple those. I like that idea, stapling to the front book. More will get done in that way. And we'll set up the color. Do you have enough crayons?
some I can get.
You know what, I can borrow, there's a big bucket of them at the library. I can just borrow them from the library. They'll lend them, and they don't use them that much. And then there'll be plenty, so kind of just be last.
So we were talking about what materials were going to go in those bags. So far we've got that book and the leaflet to staple. And then it showed on our, if we wanted to include some coloring pages, in the bag.
In what bag?
Well,
it's
it's bag in this bag.
Oh, okay. But are they putting stuff in the bag or just giving bags? Just bags? Oh, okay, so we'll just stuff the bags. I will staple it or whatever.
Just the coloring pages, the book. I think she had, did she have 100 of them?
And she had a lot of them, I can't remember.
But different things.
And then that's
Yes, this is an old song.
Yeah, I'm not sure if they're bringing them, it's really too bad she couldn't make it to this.
Okay.
But,
That's okay, we're here.
yeah.
I do know that when I go to events, when somebody has a bag, I end up using it to go to the other places to grab their materials.
Right,
So it's just the fact that having a bag is good.
exactly.
So it should be very front.
Right, we should be handing out bags as people come in. So we'll say, hi, how are you? And hand out bags.
Excuse me a second. Brent, what hours were you telling the sheriff's office?
I said 3 to 7. That's what Danny said. in his
I'm
email.
copying you on this.
Okay,
To Don Montague, just in case they've got somebody who can recommend.
okay,
You know, another source.
okay. I emailed, Michael, he used to be a reserve officer, so, no, we'll see. Okay.
On the way out, it would probably be best to do that when people are leaving at a tree.
Right,
Little tree.
somebody can manage to be at that table, 2 people can, well, we probably have more than 2 people saying hello to people because, they might be directing them and getting distracted, and walking them over to places. But we'll have, Terry will be there, all of us will be there. Jacob will probably be busy with his tree, but the rest of us will be there and, we can read. And then you can stay at the, when people are leaving, in the tree. Everything's shipped over there too. So,
Well, where do the trees come from? My yard. What kind of they is he around? That's what. Well, and it's a big tree. I just thought we could show them how it's budding. Because
Oh, that's
it's
big?
so useful.
You
And
just,
then I have a miniature Craig Mark.
Wow.
I'll say yes to the miniature crepe myrtle like that. Now, is it a crepe myrtle that's being planted?
that's what I thought Jacob said.
Yeah, there was two types of elms he had, for the big one, and then the smaller gallon
Was it for the big one?
was the great myrtle.
And is
But
that,
then that's what he said he wanted to do in the.
That was the raffle, and the big one was the plant.
yeah, I think you're right, because we talked about how big a hole we would have to do. But we need to clarify that.
Yeah.
You have to get there
Do-
early.
You know, why don't we just text Deborah right now, because she's really good about, answering her text.
Is he gonna need to get there early to start on the hall, and do we know?
No, we're probably gonna do it like Monday. I'm not gonna work up sweat and then try to.
No.
12 hours of digging a hole.
Wait, we're not digging the hole, are we?
Hmm?
That's for real?
Jacob,
Jacob.
yeah, Jacob has a machine.
No, he doesn't. Yeah, sure.
I thought he said he had a machine.
No, he said, no, I do this all the time. We got shovels and things.
Everybody who's ever tried to plant plants in this ground, just stop and stare at you. No way.
They are flat.
I needed one hole.
Yeah, they are flat ones there too, so it might be different soil.
Yeah, by the creek, it may have soil, maybe.
Okay, we're going with. Now, I've got a rock farm, just
Yeah.
throw it down there and see how far it goes, and if it goes, then go to another spot.
Right.
But when we did, I didn't get a 3-foot hole, but it was funny because when we were doing work just in our place, when we put the swing set in, I got down 2 feet in 3 spots, but then the 4th spot, I got 3 inches and hit a rock that must be like that. But I could not find the edge.
Yeah.
Wow.
So just look at the drawing.
So, I'll also call, I'm supposed to see him next Monday.
Okay.
And so I can confirm what he's doing.
Okay.
Is there somebody I should report to?
Well, I'm sending Deborah, a text right now, we'll see if we get anything, but, I guess the best thing is to let, I just send an email, or cancel the email to everyone inside.
You can blind carbon copy everybody. You can send an email out to everybody to say everyone by blind carbon. Here's what we need to know. Obviously don't reply all, reply to me and I'll share the information. So that's how you get it.
Because it'd just be nice for the more people who know exactly what's gonna happen, the better off we are, and even talking to people about the event, the more details that you can. Maybe showing us the floor, if not, yes, find out from Jacob what we're gonna do. So how are we gonna do, the raffle? How is that going to work out? Are we gonna give everybody a ticket when they walk in? Okay, so we'll be,
So everybody gets
a bag and a ticket.
a bag and a ticket.
Okay.
They keep the stuff. It'd be nice if we had a big wooden bowl.
Do we have a raffle, little thing that rolls around? They do at the,
We don't have anything like that.
they have one at the chamber. We borrowed it at the library. No, we don't want to borrow it.
No, I think get one of our, wooden salad bowls, because it's wood. And all we're doing is throwing stuff in there. And there's only 100 stuff, it's not,
Okay.
or whatever we
Okay.
want. It's not,
Those three members in the salad.
yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
And this is only the people who come to Arbor Day. But the tree giveaway for Arbor Day, we're not gonna wait until
Okay.
that night, we're gonna do all that stuff.
So we're gonna have this, so we're gonna have the the demonstration of planting it like at 4:30 or how?
Yeah,
4:30?
or 3:45, 4 o'clock, some sort of in the middle of it, because it's gonna take some time.
Yeah,
Okay, so maybe we should do that at
And
4.
the other thing
And
too
then-
is that the petting zoo comes in at 4, so that's gonna distract people.
Okay.
So we probably wanna do the tree planting demo, a little bit later. So it's not,
You could be the end.
like at 5,
Yeah.
5.
That's why I said to start planning it at 4:30. We'll get the petting zoo set up, plant the tree at 4:30, and then have as soon as the trees, planted. You think that'll take a half an hour? Please.
Yeah.
She's texting him now. And then, so when that's over, then we'll announce who won the tree.
So is there 3 trees that Simple Leaf is donating, or 2?
2, but he had 3. That makes sense.
No,
He purchased 2.
one's planted, one's the rest, right?
Correct. But he had 3 to choose from, and two of the big ones, but he already decided the little one. And there were 2 different kinds of elms.
well, she's texting him right
So
now.
he picked one elm and a crepe.
Correct.
And so one of
Okay.
them's going in the ground at Camp Fair today, and one of them is going out.
A cedar elm and a crepe myrtle,
And which one is going in the
Yeah.
camp?
which, the bigger one.
Yeah.
And who's gonna MC this?
30 gallons.
Yeah.
And the crepe myrtle was 60.
No,
She
that's
won't
what I
be
thought you
here?
said. So because the crepe myrtle was 65, that would be an easier one.
That was the giveaway.
I thought the one was 30.
Was it
30
30?
what?
Even 30
Oh,
gallons.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so.
Okay, here it is. He's planting the cedar elm.
Okay, I told Danny it was.
Crepe myrtle is for the raffle,
Okay.
so now we know.
So, while she's there, can you ask about the machine or the tools?
I mean, he specifically said, we can handle that, it's not a big deal.
So,
I don't think he has it back.
he's got mine.
He has eye doctor appointment and I guess it ran over, like, sorry, he's not there. He's coming back in now. Okay. A lot of people got on traffic.
The food is going to be ready between 4 and 6.
Yeah.
So we really want to focus on the planting. So I think as soon as food comes out, people are gonna.
Well, we just have, we just have to. I don't think, I think if we do, this is my opinion, I could be wrong. I don't think that there's gonna be a lot of people there in the fourth quarter. I really don't. I mean, you get your kids home from school and a lot of people just come to National Night Out. And there's a pool. Okay, she says that he needs the, Camp Dungy Day, a location to be marked, or he needs to meet with someone to know where to dig in advance.
Oh, reach out to Danny.
Okay.
Well, I think we asked him that today.
Did you?
Okay, so
Oh.
Danny is leaving town next week, he'll be gone from Wednesday to Saturday. So if anybody needs to meet with him, probably Tuesday, would be best. This coming Tuesday would be best. Otherwise, he said, he'll be around, I mean, they don't have anything Monday or Tuesday of the next week of our week, it would be their week. So, I mean, we could also meet.
What should I tell her?
Did you discuss with Danny any location at all, or is just?
He said he would.
He had kind of forgotten about it when we got there.
Yeah, and then.
Danny is, with the King, he's the manager.
So I will
But all
send you.
the days and.
Yeah.
I'll say Chris is gonna reach out to him.
It's probably good to do it maybe when Danny is still in town to make sure it's at the right location.
And what kind of help he might need. It's what, I just know he's got these eye injuries and he's wearing a patch and he's working in the sun.
And did you hit a plateau? That's what we have not done. We just saw it.
He's very sturdy. He's getting lots of stuff done.
Well, the thing is, if we can get if we can get with Danny, you know, like on Monday or Tuesday, especially Tuesday, since he said that would be a good time for.
But we won't be here, so.
I know, I'm saying if like Jacob or somebody can get with Danny on Tuesday and say, okay, this is where we want it. And, you know, they can poke around and make sure that they can dig a hole.
He said,
Then we could get started digging the hole, you know, just about any time to sort of knock it out. If it's that bad, if it's really bad, our relationship with the golf course has improved quite a bit. And it may be that, you know, we could talk Jason into, you know, loaning us there or bringing their little backhoe thing over and digging the hole.
okay, well, I think Chris and Deborah will be able to communicate on, and Jacob, I'm finding a place for Dan, yeah. Because you know the days he's available now, Monday, Tuesday, okay.
Yeah, and if you just want to mark it, you know, I mean, you spray paint or, you know, stake or something, and
Yeah.
we can come behind it and.
I have a question. There's a lot going on between Arbor Day and National Night Out. So if there's a PA system, are y'all planning on having like an MC that says, hey, it's gonna be you? Okay.
It was gonna be David, but he didn't want to do it.
That way people can.
Yeah.
You know,
Right.
You can direct people around.
Yeah,
And a lot of, you know, you're not gonna get 100% participation with the tree planting. There'll be people with their kids in the swimming pool and their kids playing over here in the petting zoo. It's just, you know, it's gonna be where the people that are really interested are the only people that are not, you know, that's just the way it is. But, you know, I think we'll keep a little more interest in planting new trees and things. That's our goal.
Yeah, it's a good thing to do, so.
Yeah, and, you know, some people will just be there be able to buy at the end of the day, and some people are there for a free dinner, and,
Yeah.
you know, you never know who you can sprinkle a little sugar on.
Who's gonna be the MC, did you say?
What?
You're gonna be the MC?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're gonna run the raffle?
What was the raffle?
You're gonna run the raffle too?
What the raffle? Just draw a number.
Just, you know,
Yeah, we'll get somebody,
No, look at Jacob to draw the number. He's doing
Yeah.
the tree.
yeah.
yeah.
Speaking of raffles, we did order shirts, but I don't know where the status is of them yet. So you all will have a shirt so that when people do walk in, they'll be like, oh, the guy with the shirt,
Yeah,
or everyone with the shirt.
So if you don't have it,
I think that's a great idea.
Well, and it's a good easy way if there's lots of people, if we do end up really for Arbor Day section, you can just go see that person in that shirt.
and then any extra shirts we have, we're gonna raffle.
Oh,
Right? That's the plan. We'll raffle off the signs too.
what do you mean, you're just gonna let them pick out, you know, put their hand in? Yeah.
But if we have any, I mean, if any of the, vendor, any of them come up and they've got something really nice, well, you want to put that in for a raffle?
Yeah.
We can do it. We can be spontaneous with that, or we can reach out to them, you know, prior to the event and just say, hey, if you've got, you know, just like a nice plant, a tree or something that you would like to donate for the raffle, please let us know. And just work on it.
So are these people gonna get up and speak? And if that happens, it has to happen between 3 and 4. Now, you know, everybody,
These people,
the vendors and things, people that are coming.
the only people that are getting up are inside doing the presentations. Sort of like your sister.
Oh, I didn't realize that was.
Well, yeah, because they got slides and stuff. You can't do that inside.
So how are we scheduling them?
What are the presentations?
Yeah, good question.
The Watershed Association had the presentation, the Master Naturalists had a presentation on trees as pollinators. And, you know, we'll hype it up and just say, okay, Larry, in 15 minutes.
Okay, well, let's give them the time right now.
Master Natural?
Well, I think we might have to be flexible because presentations, you see how AV works.
Yeah, but I mean, let's have a skeleton plan.
Oh,
Well, we absolutely have to have a schedule
Yes.
of all this stuff. and share it with camp and share it with each other.
Well, we have to decide on, I think, pretty much now.
Well, but we don't know, we also don't know everybody, I mean, so we're gonna have presentations from like 3:30 to 4:30, you
Yes.
know.
So you're gonna tell these people that they're gonna have to be short? I think.
I've already told them 15, 20 minutes tops.
Okay, so 3:30 to 4:30 will be presentation.
And 4:30 will be Jake and the tree,
Yes,
and then food is from 4 to 6.
yes.
And your animals are coming at 4.
Animals at 4.
Animals at 4?
um,
4 to
6.
food, 4 to 6, animal petting zoo. And then from 3:30 to 4:30 will be the presentations.
Everybody wear comfortable shoes.
And then the raffle, what do you,
What time presentations?
3:30 to 4:30.
and the raffle will be at the end at 5?
It'll be before that, it'll be closer to 4:30.
Well, after
4:45.
we finish planting the tree, will be the raffle.
Yeah, okay, when we said we're gonna plant the tree?
4:30.
There's a lot of overlap.
Well, I think it's kind of exciting to have the idea of, oh, which one do I choose?
Right.
Because versus, you know,
They're all
standing
gonna bail
around.
on the food grade.
Hmm?
I think they're all gonna bail on the food grade.
Now, as far as speaking stuff goes, for National Night Out, depending on who's there, and, I mean, we're not gonna let the politicians get up there and run on about their, you know, like, we're not, I mean, we invited the judge, but we're not gonna let him talk about his campaign. Of course, once you get Sarah talking, it's hard to stop. But so we're not gonna do that, but like, if the constable's there, we're gonna give him a couple of minutes on the mic. Judge Cable said he wants to try to make it, the sheriff or sheriff's office, if Ken Strange makes it, you know, we'll let the emergency responders have my time. That's from 5 to 7.
And that's always very casual. That's always been done. Whoever can show up, just come get
Yeah.
something.
And it's actually National Night Out that I look at it being more BYOB
That's exactly what I was thinking.
than Arbor Day.
But we don't want people drinking that. through.
Unless it's tree frog.
So is there somebody who's gonna be at the very beginning, who's gonna say, we need to talk about how to traverse this particular camp? You know, where the restrooms are, what snakes to look for. And
Yeah, so we're gonna be greeters, and we will be up front, and we will be doing that.
And also part of the, part of the MC, I mean, to make those announcements.
Yes.
So that's
what I
part of
think
my,
is like an orientation.
yeah.
Well,
Yeah, but people are gonna be,
people are coming at different times.
yeah, so we'll do our best to sort of keep, and if it looks like things are getting a little chaotic, we'll jump in and
You have a
get them
bullhorn?
moving in the right direction.
You have a bullhorn?
No, we have a PA system.
But the bullhorns have that.
The obnoxious thing, the air horn.
Okay.
You remember when they had the open camp on Judea?
You whistle?
No, I was pretty sure you did.
Yeah.
Yeah, you remember, I don't know, maybe 8 years ago, they opened up Camp Young Today, and they had a day that we could all, and they opened it up, it was the first time I'd ever been in there, and I lived here so long. And, they just had it, I mean, it just went, everybody just kind of, they had kids were on the playground, some people were walking out to that bridge, they had swimming, and they had a little bit, they had food, and it just
This is-
flowed. It was just an event that it wasn't like we were trying to make people be at certain places at a time. We're just having all these offerings for people. I think that's how we should look at it. Not like trying to hurt them and make them. And that's
Just
how
think of it as like
it's really
a
nice.
fair. So it's like, if you go to the state fair, I mean, they're not marching you around. People just sort of, well, oh, I want to go see this food, let me go see this person. And if it looks like, if there's something happening, all right, everybody, in 5 minutes,
Yeah.
we're going to do the tree planting demonstration. Jacob, wave your hand. So we'll have a schedule, and we'll sort of announce what's coming up on the schedule and try to direct traffic to those things. But a lot of people are just going, no.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
so you're gonna be announcing.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so I think you can have a fair attitude, I mean, an approach, but we still need an infrastructure. We need somebody who's gonna tell somebody where to put the tables.
Oh, no, that's way different. That's way different. That's the organization up front. So we'll be there before the event from like 12 to 3, working with the staff to make sure all the tables are set. And we'll get Danny a design and a schedule in advance of that. You know, so we can tell his staff, okay, we're gonna need, 12 tables, around here. Oh, we got tables, they have chairs, it's all in here.
All right, so we need somebody to coordinate presentations, right?
I've been coordinating presentations, and I'll announce, the timing on those,
That's all we need.
as I get feedback from people who say, yeah, I wanna do it. But, I mean, I've sent out invitations to speak to about 6 different groups. We got the definitive answer from 2.
So maybe we'll have 3 or 4,
Yeah, which is fine.
which is plenty, because we don't have the time.
It's
Oh, we-
3 or 2 or 3 or 4 more than we've ever had.
Yes, and we will have time because we really have 3, 3, 4.
And frankly, if it gets down to the point where it's like 2 or 3, and it's something like with Chris, where she doesn't really have to have slides, she can just do a demonstration, we can do that outside. We don't have to go into the fishbowl to do it.
Okay.
And again, too, if we do bring it outside, we can, instead of trying to project it on a screen, we can use a monitor, that people can see in brighter light. So we'll make it work. But we have to be sort of flexible right now and improvise a bit.
We have to improvise at some level, but we also have to have a plan too. Our main thing I think we need to do is we all have to let everybody on this committee know that we have to be there at 1 o'clock. In t-shirts and comfortable shoes,
And probably sun hats.
and sun hats, and sunscreen, and water, and
But everybody knows, us,
yes, everybody on the tree board needs to be there, to be ready to work.
where do we get the t-shirts?
We're waiting,
When they arrive,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's when, then you'll
Mhm.
practice.
Yeah.
I gave them a deadline before the actual date, and you know how you do that, you go, oh, you're supposed to be here at 2, so I'm telling you 1.
but I have a list of everybody in there, we need to get Chris, the list of everybody on the tree board and their,
I already know all that.
you have that?
He sent it everything.
Oh, got it.
I ordered all the right sizes.
No, I don't mean that, I meant, their phone numbers and emails in case you need to get in touch with
Oh, that'd
everybody
be good.
next week. I thought we had a.
Well, what we can do too. is
Well,
say,
you'd have
hey,
to ask the permission from all of them, depending on what form they filled out.
what we can do is say Suzanne, because Suzanne's here by herself on this week.
That sounds like fun.
So Suzanne,
For 2 weeks from.
yeah, Suzanne, quick email out to folks that they can stop by City Hall and pick up their t-shirt for.
Yeah, but
But I mean, for emails, so I have a city email, it's on the website. So if you wish to tell all the tree board members, if you want to do a little blast, say, hey, email Chris at Chris.Bremer@WoodsCreekTexas.gov. And then that way I get your email.
Okay, speaking
And
of,
it lets Susan do other things.
so, but Suzanne's the only one we've got that can actually do an email blast
Yeah.
out to the populace.
Okay.
So,
Populous, yes, but.
no, yes, I was just talking about the tree board.
I know, but I'm thinking about, we also need to help Suzanne with the wording for the email blast that go out to everybody that is publicizing this thing.
Do we have somebody who's a good writer?
I thought she was just going to use the stuff on the.
Well, she can, you can pick and choose.
Are you
them.
talking about just sending something out to everybody in the city that says, yeah, she can just, yeah, you can, that's That seems very
Well,
simple.
okay,
Well, I can make a snippet and then run it by you.
Yeah.
well, and then it's like, yeah, I mean, but I'm not gonna be around to run it by.
Yeah.
If I do it this
So
way.
run it by, run it, well, actually, if you run it by Brent and Chris, representing National Night Out and the tree board from the council perspective,
It just needs to be really simple. I
We-
do this
we
kind of
know, I
stuff
mean-
all the time.
Monica, that's the problem, is that is not simple, that's like 3 or 4 paragraphs and a lot of words.
So, if I may interrupt, Monica and I worked on an article that we drafted and sent to Lily View, and it will probably be out in the paper next week.
Yeah,
Would you like a copy of that, Suzanne?
Oh, absolutely.
Then you could glean from it?
Yeah. That'd be nice, thank you.
I have a copy, extra.
Oh, yeah, I'll make a copy of
So,
your copy. Back to you.
So just in terms of scheduling for that, we probably need something to go out on Tuesday and then Thursday and then
You're
Monday.
just talking about saying, save the date. Isn't that right? Save
It's
the
save
date.
the date and a little bit of information about why you want to save the date.
Very.
And it's complicated because, there's, National Night Out and Arbor Day, and they both have different messages. Um,
It's okay.
So, before too long, your email now this long. So it's-
Really, that's how you have to be very concise. I can be concise. I taught preschool too long. I'm gonna be concise.
Keep going on, no.
So I have a question. You still making cookies? And put it in the newspaper.
Oh, speaking of, we had talked about those ice cream cups.
But Danny seemed to, it didn't seem like he was aware or.
I mean, we
It
talked
was
about
his
it,
idea.
we talked about it with Danny. I mean, he's got the freezer, if we can get HEB or somebody to donate them. And that's where the problem, or if we buy them, if we can buy massive quantities of, if we can go out and hit all the HEBs and pull their little ice cream cups out.
I think we should stick with what the camps is.
Yeah, it's not, that was the honey, that was the agreement. They would do the food, we would do the desserts.
Oh,
I'm making cookies, but,
That's a lot of cookies.
yeah.
well, and we should have a sufficient number, but take 2 or something. Okay.
I think,
Yeah.
you have to, that's like a treat for at home, not understanding cookies. Go to Sam's or Costco and get
Do
a
they
large number of them. This HEB is, a lot of times they just, like, I'll go to buy popsicles and they only have one box of flavors. They
Yeah.
will all be empty.
Do they have, what do they have at like Sam's or Costco?
Oh, I
Bulk.
know. Well, they have,
Well, I know, but I mean, I've never shopped them for something like
I mean, you can get,
ice cream cups.
they'll have.
We're talking like little wooden spoons, right?
Yeah,
You don't have to have the ice cream cups. If they don't have ice cream cups, you could probably get something else.
Well, you do popsicles.
Or it's those little ice cream sandwiches or something.
Right, whatever they have enough of.
But Danny's got a freezer, he's just not stocked.
I'm just not sure that I'm available to go shopping.
Right.
And
Are you sure? You're doing so much.
I'm
So-
thinking of going to Costco this coming week.
Oh, okay.
But to bring ice cream from
You have to get a nice check.
Have a Yeti cooler with nice cups.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, and especially,
I'd take her to Camp CYJ.
Yeah, I mean, we could take them to the camp, if they can, if we can
Store
get
them.
somebody there.
Well, he said he was going to
Our
put,
freezer in here would handle quite a bit, it's empty.
because he did say that he has to have notice on the cooler because he's gonna bring it out, plug it in advance
okay.
to get it cooled up.
So
Oh,
If Iris bought them, she could put.
We could store them in here
Okay.
until until the event, and then bring them over and stick them in, because we've got big, they're not big, we'll have a rules.
And Danny needs to know that they're coming.
Yeah, so we just got to let Danny know that we did find some
Ice cream.
ice cream cones or sandwiches or whatever it is we find,
Sam doesn't have, not the one at Summer, there's.
or multiples.
And
Sorry?
so,
Doesn't have them.
what?
Sam's
Sam's
doesn't have them.
What about Costco? They don't have to be those ice cream.
Where did you get the little mini ice cream sandwiches?
I got those in Judy, but they're not gonna have 100. How many should we buy? 100? 70?
No, at least.
So they're not gonna have.
But you could do something, you could do like, okay, we've got 70 ice cream sandwiches and we got 70 popsicles and.
Well, it's always better to have the same thing than others people, because then you have one child that can't, I mean, they've run out of popsicles.
I'm just talking about you can't find enough one thing, you could have more than one thing.
But at
in order to
Costco, you
get
can
enough.
probably find. At Costco, you can.
If it's hard to do ice cream, just making big sheets of brownies would be real easy.
We all have a bit of cookies. Listen, let's see what we can find. Let's.
Just cut it and give everybody a little brownie.
Well, since Terry's not here, we'll volunteer her to do charcuterie boards. She does a great charcuterie board. Charcuterie. Just kidding, Terry. If you want to.
Ice cream cups.
Okay, so Iris is gonna look for
100
ice cream cups or something.
sandwiches.
Let me see, ice cream sandwiches. I'm searching their website.
Yeah, those two spots.
We are texting the, we are texting the. Yeah, can we get a text form for her?
Don't have ice cream sandwiches, have, let's try popsicles.
Or even those tubes with lots of.
Oh, yeah, that they.
But that's real.
Oh, the push-ups, those are,
Yeah.
those are good.
You buy at the store in trees. Kids like them.
Right.
Oh, yeah, little squeeze things,
Yeah.
plastic squeeze things. Yeah,
Sure is a lot of plastic on those.
It is.
yeah.
Yeah, and when you cut them off, those little pieces get lost on the ground.
Okay, next that.
I'm gonna just look to see what's available.
Yeah.
I will call one person on this board.
How about you make an executive decision, we trust you.
Yes.
Yeah, keep it under thought.
I can do that.
If we spend the money this coming week,
I will make a donation. How much?
no, you don't want
No.
to, I'll tell you what, just buy them and get the receipt into Suzanne. She will have a check prepared. It might take a few days to get the check done, but we will pay you back promptly.
Okay, so 100 of something,
Yes.
100 or so, it's
Thank-
really
thank you,
100.
and a tax exempt one.
If there's extra, we'll put them in the freezer and eat them for the rest of the year.
We'll give them out of the next Arbor Day when we happen in February. When's real Arbor
Does
Day?
anybody know when Arbor Day?
And we looked it up last time, didn't we?
Yes, it was April, Earth Day and Arbor Day
It's April?
are both in April.
Okay,
A couple weeks ago.
Okay.
okay, that's right, so, yeah, we had another event, we could use it up, or we can find a way to get them, right?
Do you want me to go to HEB and just say, hey, we need 100,
Oh, just talk to the manager.
and just say, we need 100 of something? Can you do that?
Oh, yeah, you can always ask.
Yeah.
And then order it in advance.
They might be able to do that, they are very helpful to the library.
I'm gonna stop there first.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, it's nice that it would be local.
Yes.
So, you know,
And
But you
as
can
far as,
go to the store and just get
like if it's a couple $100, we're fine.
And they might,
That's a good way.
they might decide to donate them, they do donate a lot of stuff to the community. Well, I was gonna ask if they would donate first.
It's too hot, Nicole.
Well, I asked if they ordered.
Absolutely. And if they can't, if they won't donate, or if they'll only donate part of them, you can order the rest in a week. You know, I'm sure, you know, like Bluebell comes through probably once a week anyway.
Yeah, that's true.
Or order now.
Something about this. So I'll check with HEB first, and I'll also check with Costco.
Okay,
Costco will
Brookshire
donate them.
Brothers too, maybe. Pardon? Brookshire Brothers.
Yeah, Brookshire Brothers, too.
Maybe.
Yeah, that might be one.
Willing.
I really like Berkshire's.
We'll start with Brookshire, just see what they say.
They have a great parking lot.
Yeah, they have a great party.
Oh, Someone that could be donated, could be saved.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. If they donate, you know, we will definitely give them copies for that.
That's what I was gonna say. I'll ask for a donation before I ask Father to pay. Or order. But let's see if we can make it happen.
Yeah, that'd be great.
If not, I may be calling you at the last minute about sheets of sugar-free brownies, okay? Caffeine free too.
Oh, I got
That's
a about that.
fun.
I guess that's vegan.
This should be a wonderful event.
And you know, it's like we said, when it was just a week day before, it's opened the gates, and that was it. Now, the camp, I don't know if we've got that in any of the notes, Suzanne,
Right.
but just make a note that the campus, and yeah, we'll provide tours, we'll give people tours of the camp, so we can put that into the schedule.
Because they have a really great playground back.
I've heard.
They do, and then when you walk over this thing, you can go to this canopy and walk over the creek. I couldn't believe how beautiful that was.
It's probably not very beautiful.
Right, it's fine, it's wonderful.
No. It's probably quite unbeautiful.
It's like a week and a half until this event. So if you do try to get ice cream, it's gonna take 24 to 48 hours for that cooler if it's unplugged. And if they move it, it has to stay upright and plugged in for 24 to 48 hours.
Yeah, Danny said he did have to have notice on that.
So,
I'm gonna work on it this weekend. So that leaves us another week.
Like I said, he is here Tuesday. So if we need, well, he is in town Tuesday. And so if we need to, if y'all need to meet with him, I say we don't be here. If y'all need to meet with him or just get him information, you know, Monday or Tuesday is the day. Otherwise it's gonna be,
I'm just
he
gonna,
comes back Saturday. So he's, you know, he'll be, you know, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday.
so I'm gonna try to get Jacob to come with me to meet Danny on Tuesday. And then I'm just gonna go with the assumption of get the cooler set up, because if it doesn't happen,
Good idea.
no harm done.
Yes.
Unplug it.
and
Yeah.
so,
Yeah.
so what I'm doing with Danny then is getting, letting him know that there's going to be the cooler gets to set up.
Do you have his information?
I have his email because of all our communication.
I got his spell.
Okay, I'll get that later, or send it to me. And then tables, I'm just gonna aim for have a dozen ready, and then we can set them up, at least, you know, so that if they're in storage somewhere, he's brought them out for us.
We will need a dozen. I hadn't thought about, we've got the exhibitors, but we've also got the first responders, and they often have giveaways. And so they'll, I mean, now we may just cross over and use the same tables. The Arbor Day stuff goes off.
And
the
some people
table.
may want to stay there, but, you know,
Yeah,
you know. But do you think more than a dozen?
No.
I think 20, because your greeters are gonna have.
20 tables?
Or do you want them
You're
to
gonna
have the
need
table?
you need 2 tables for her items, you're gonna need a table to put these things on when people come in, and somewhere to put the roll of tickets, because I don't think somebody's gonna wanna hold it for 2 hours. You know, somewhere to put that down, so it's like a table for,
We don't need a whole table for tickets. We can share that with that.
Well, I can have him
other than the.
pull aside 20, and then day of, we decide, I mean, not have him put them all out, basically.
Well, just, yeah, say
How many times?
probably up to 20. I still think it's more, it's gonna be like 12, 13. I just don't know how many.
16.
16.
She'll need 2 tables.
Always in the middle.
Okay.
Just heard with Michael Hartuck, said knee surgery, you can't do it, but I asked him if he knew of anybody else, so.
Okay. Well, and I just sent a note to Montague, and hopefully, same thing, I said, if y'all can't provide a deputy, do you have a security
Yeah.
service that you would recommend?
Oh,
Private
sure.
security service that
Yeah,
you
okay.
would recommend us. I mean, basically, all you need is somebody that looks kind of official
Scary.
and mean.
Yeah,
And,
You could do it.
yeah, you could do
You
it,
look- you look
you
official.
just need so,
Black shirt,
should
so
we,
look mean.
should
just a
we,
black t-shirt, you know.
So wear my mustache, but yeah, good comments.
I think that we can wrap this up now.
So I just,
Uh-huh, yeah, certainly.
so Cindy had asked me to go to Ace Hardware to get the bags.
Mhm.
And so I went to get the bags and I spoke to a woman named Anna first, and then I went back to speak to Brittany to see about Michael setting up the table. And Brittany started asking me about this event, and she said she was pretty excited, and I said, yeah, it's gonna be a camp, Camp Young today. And she said, so what, is there stuff for the kids? And I said, absolutely, it's great. And she said, is there a pool? And I said, I don't know.
Yes.
And I said, I don't know. And so I left and I went to HEB and I called you at that time. And I did my thing at shopping at HEB, and I went back and I said to her, there's a pool for the kids and for everybody with a lifeguard. And she got all excited. And she said, I'm gonna start telling everybody. I said, good. That was my intention. Start telling everybody. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
3 to 5.
Do they live in Wood Creek? Brittany?
I don't know, but she went last year.
Oh, we can do that.
Who is Brittany?
Brittany, I deal with her and Anna, they do the gifts.
So she did the national ones. And Wood Creek,
Not a-
yeah, the national,
National Night.
Out.
that's it.
Okay.
She said we're doing Arbor Day.
Oh, I just didn't realize that the Wood Creek, that's all. It's no big deal.
So, but there's community enthusiasm is the bottom line of my story.
Good.
And good story.
That's good.
Jumping and excited about it, just talking to her, you know, yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun,
Yeah.
not just education.
Well, I think I think it's gonna be, well, it seems like it's gonna be great. And, Jeff and I, we will still be doing emails next week, so if there's problems, don't worry. Go ahead and email us.
When I get Cindy's information,
Mm-hmm.
who do I deliver that to? Tables, and we just need it, right?
Right, we need Cindy's, who Cindy is coming. And, you could send it to all of us if you blind copy everybody.
Yeah, but not everybody needs to know. I mean, Chris needs to know.
Chris needs to know,
Uh,
you need to know.
yeah, I'd like to know. Suzanne, do you want to be copied?
Just so I know.
Yeah, Suzanne.
That would be setting up the tables.
So we don't have to set up the tables. They're gonna do
It was a joke.
it.
So,
Mine is I'm gonna lock down also on Tuesday, now that I have kind of
It's
a
like
sense
that,
of
yeah.
things. Which is like, this is where the ice fish goes, this is where the tree goes, these are where the pigs go. And then, like you said, he's gonna just make everything happen. Like magic.
We're gonna,
Yep.
It's
We're gonna,
gonna be, all we have to do is smile and.
Yeah.
well, and bring the different parts, a
Yeah.
little bit.
I think the cookies should be right with the table with the bags.
behind us, so only we can reach them.
You think we'll hand them out at the end? If it doesn't
Just let people grab them. That way, when I get tired and I
Some
need
people
sugar.
don't wash their hands.
No,
Absolutely.
you didn't see them, they're wrapped individually.
Oh, okay, that's good.
Yeah.
Okay, should I, to end the meeting? I make a motion, I just have to make a motion. Okay.
Meeting is closed.
Okay.
Okay, bye.
Wait,
We got time.
Oh, okay,
5:15.
it's fine.
You made the motion, Dorothy?
Yes.
And who was my second?
Me,
Okay, I'm sorry, I was sitting near you.
So.
Y'all both so quiet, I'm like, that's good.
That's never been one of our problems, fucking quiet, when you're
But